Hi, good afternoon. This is Gina with MemberHub, and today we're going to be talking about using your online MemberHub store and fundraisers. Today's agenda is to discuss setting up Stripe, how to sell memberships and other spiritware items, orders and reconciling your payouts from MemberHub, launching your public website, using givebacks to help parents save and raise money, and then we're going to discuss MemberHub fundraisers. And the various fundraisers that we have are a-thons, auctions, crowdfunding, events, raffles, and sweepstakes. So the first thing you're going to want to do is access your store admin. So to get to that from the new dashboard, you would just simply click Online Store and then Store Dashboard. You can also click Manage Products, View Orders, or Store Settings, and all of those would take you to your store admin as well. And View Store would take you to view your live store. Once you're in your store admin, the first thing you're going to want to do is set up your Stripe account. That is your payment gateway. Your Stripe account is set up. Stripe is the payment processor for your MemberHub store, meaning that all of your payments that are collected through your store are handled by Stripe and then deposited into your PTA checking account every Friday. To do this, you would simply click Set Up Now, and then you're going to see these screens here. You're going to make sure you enter your mobile number, enter your cell phone number that you would receive a text with a confirmation or verification code, because once you enter your cell phone number, then you're going to have to enter the verification code that is sent to your phone. Then you'll put in your information to set up your Stripe account. This is information that you will need to set up is your legal business name. Your legal business name is your state PTA because your EIN is registered within your state PTA, meaning that the IRS, if you were to search by your EIN, that's the name that it would show, your state PTA. You can also Google this. You can go, not Google, I'm sorry. You can go to the IRS website and look up your EIN to get the exact wording for your state. Just as an example, I'm in Alabama. Ours is PTA Alabama Congress. Then your DBA is your local PTA name. That is where you would put your local PTA name, not necessarily your state. Then you'll put your school address for business as well as the phone number. And then for industry type, make sure you select membership organizations, charities, and social service organizations from the industry type dropdown. Then you'll put in your information, your bank information, such as routing and account number, or even a debit card to have the deposits done, transfer to a debit card. The first step, once you set up your Stripe account, you want to set up your memberships in your store to start selling those. So to do that, you would simply click Products within the store admin page and Memberships. And as you can see, each of your memberships, when you first come in, you have some that are automatically defaulted in here. These are the ones that your state PTA recognizes as membership types. And each one is defaulted to the price that you would pay your state PTA for that membership. So you'll definitely want to edit each one by clicking the pencil icon to update the price that you would charge for that membership. If some of these you don't want to offer in your store, you can click the visibility icon, which is the check mark, and then check the box Hide in Store to hide it. Editing a membership, you would just put in the short and long description with the price that you want to charge for that membership. You can also create custom fields if you're tracking your memberships by student name, teacher name, grade, and so forth. The member's name, phone number, and email are already included in the membership profile, and they are required fields. Also, you can sell products in your store other than memberships, and to do that, you can go under Products and click New Product. And on the new product screen, it's very similar to a membership. You would put in the name of the product with a short and long description. One thing that is different, you can edit the price, any price you want. You can also allow customers to enter their own price by checking the box and then determining a minimum price for that product as well. You can also put your different products into different categories within your store. Every store automatically has a membership and donation category within your store admin. You can also go to categories and add any other custom categories as well. Another part of the product creation is that you can add custom fields. You can add different colors or size options. If you select add colors or add sizes, there is a list of colors and sizes already available, and I'll show you that in the next screen. But you can also turn on inventory tracking, which means that you would be limiting the number of items that you sell for this product. This is typically if you have inventory in stock and you don't want to sell more than you have. And then you can also add pictures of the products that you're selling as well. Now, what I mentioned earlier about adding colors and sizes. So in this screen here, when you click add colors, you're going to get this window that's going to pop up, and it's automatically going to give you all these different color options. You don't have to keep all of these different color options because I'm sure you're not going to be selling something with all these colors. So you can click the X for each one that you don't want to offer. This is a field type of select, meaning that they would select one option from the list of colors here. You can check the boxes required and then click save. If you have other colors you want to add as well, you can type that in the field options spot and click add with each one, and it will add it to the list. The sizes works in the same way, where it would have all the different sizes. If there's a size that you're offering, like youth extra small, I've noticed that sometimes it doesn't offer that in the list. You can add that to the list and as well. Now, a custom option means that you want to track like another field in this product that is not necessarily a color or size. You would click add custom option, and you would type in the name of the field within the field name. It could be like student name, teacher name, anything like that. These are the different field types. You can do text, select, or multi-select. Text means that they would type in their answer. Select means they would select an option from the list of options that you provide. Multi-select means that they can select multiple options. If you are doing inventory tracking, I highly recommend you do not do select on fields like teacher name. Because if you do that, then you're going to have to put in inventory for each teacher. So if you have an inventory tracking and you want your parents to select the teacher name rather than typing it, because everybody does typos and everyone's going to type a teacher name differently and it's going to make your report look weird, you can make multi-select instead of select, and then type in those teachers' names in the field options. So then they don't know that they can only select one, but it will allow them to select one teacher name. Yes, it will allow them to select multi, but they won't know that, and it won't affect your inventory. You won't have to put inventory in each teacher. Once you turn on inventory tracking, you would see this little truck icon for the product, and you would just click the truck, and that's where you would be able to enter your inventory here. Make sure that if you do turn on inventory tracking, you enter inventory in the product, because if you do not and someone tries to purchase the product, they're going to get an out of stock error message when they try to make a purchase and there's no inventory. So to enter inventory, you would just simply type in the inventory adjustment field and click adjust, and it'll update the inventory amount. If you're selling items in person, then you can actually come in here and type minus however many items you sold in person, and it would automatically adjust that as well. Now, if you are selling items in person, you can also manually enter a cash and check order rather than having to just adjust your inventory. So if you entered a cash or check order, then you would not have to adjust inventory. Now, to enter a cash or check order, you can go to orders within your store and click add cash or check order. And when you click that add cash or check order, it's going to take you to the live storefront, and you're going to check out like you're the customer. You're going to add that item to your cart, and then on the checkout screen, when you put in your information, you're not going to do that. You're actually going to click the record cash or check payment, and it's going to allow you to record this as a cash or check order, and you would put in the customer's information and not yours. Now, keep in mind, as a site admin, you see the record cash or check payment button. But if a parent is in your store and they are not a site admin, they're not going to see this option. So it's not like they can do this themselves. So you would have to do this for them, since only site admin can add the cash or check payment. So when you click the record cash or check payment, you would then put in the customer's information, not yours, and select whether it was a cash or check payment, and then click next. And once you do that, then you would click complete order, and the order would appear under the orders section. Also within the orders section, this is all of your orders that you have received in your store. They don't go away after a period of time or anything like that. So you can search all of your last year's orders and so forth. You can filter it by fulfilled, unfulfilled, or even refunded. And also, if you click show filters, you can filter it by different fields as well. You can even filter the list down to only show your orders for the current fiscal year as well. You can also export these orders to a CSV file and then sort and filter that way as well. If you click on order ID for each order, it will show you a list of all the items that were ordered, and you can also mark each item fulfilled, meaning that they have received the product that they ordered. Membership products will automatically be fulfilled when sold in your store. This is the only product that's automatically fulfilled because the customer receives what they purchased as soon as the order is placed, meaning that they got an email with a link to their membership card, which is what they purchased with a membership. So therefore the order is fulfilled. But every other order that you receive in your store, you would have to mark fulfilled once you've received the item, once the customer has received the item. Also within the screen are payout reports. Every Friday, you will receive a deposit into your PTA checking account for all of the past week's orders. And you can come in here and pull a report to see all of the orders that are in that payout by simply clicking payout reports. And you're going to see a list of all your different payout reports, and each report is specific to a payout. The very first one, for example, is dated March 3rd, meaning that that's a Wednesday. So that would be your March 5th payout, meaning that this was the cutoff date and time for all orders up to that point. So when you click the order, it's going to download it onto your computer and you can view the order. It's a CSV file as well. Each line is an item ordered. And so if there's multiple items in one order, you're going to have multiple lines for one order. Every order has a date and time stamp with it, with the customer's name and email, the quantity of items they ordered, the price, the subtotal for their order, the fees. Now the fees column is particular. If your PTA is covering the fees, then that column is going to show 0 because that means the customer paid 0 for fees. This is only going to show what the customer paid. Now, if the customer is paying for the fees, then it's actually going to show their fee amount. The transfer amount is what your PTA gets. If you are needing to know how much you ended up having to pay for fees, you can take the total of the subtotal column and the total of the transfer amount column and subtract those numbers, and that will tell you how much you paid in fees, because the subtotal is how much you would have gotten if the customer was paying the fees, but because you paid the fees, your transfer amount is lower than the subtotal. The item name is, you'll see that in the report as well as the category of the product, and then you'll also even see a direct URL for the item. The next thing we're going to cover is the website. The website's pretty straightforward. To get to it, you would go under Store Admin, Website, and click Get Started. And then you're going to get your first page. It's your landing page. You would just click the pencil icon to edit. And then this is what the landing page looks like. So you can click wherever you want to edit, like enter a short description, type in about us. The little picture icon in the top right corner is where you can upload a banner image. There's also some already preloaded that you can select one of the images available, or you can upload your own. There's also other layouts that you can select other than landing page. The website allows you to have 6 web pages within your website, and the different layouts. So the content page is just a basic block for content. You can put whatever you want in that content. You can put hyperlinks, you can put, edit the text, upload an image, and so forth. Events page is going to pull all of the events in your main calendar in your site for the current calendar month. The landing page is what I just showed you a while ago. The officers page is going to pull all of your officers listed in your site for the most current year with their contact information. And then the custom page editor, that is our most popular one of all. And that one allows you to customize entirely how you want the whole layout for your website to look, with different blocks and columns and rows and HTML. it's unlimited in that you can do just about anything. The one thing I have found out though is that you cannot use JavaScript in the custom page editor. Moving on, once you have made your site, got it fully ready to go, then the next step is to make it live, and it's a two-step process. The first step is to toggle the switch live, and then you'll click the little eye icon for visibility. And when you do that, you're going to get this window pop up, and you would check the box is live. And when you do that, your website will be live. The next thing we're going to talk about is givebacks. Givebacks is a easy fundraiser that you could do for your PTA. All you have to do is subscribe to it, add offers in your store. Businesses put these offers in your store as discounts for your parents. So parents get a discount, the business gets a new customer, and then your PTA gets a give back. And your PTA can get up to 20% of each sale donated back to you. There's no out-of-pocket cost for your PTA or even for the business. So it's really a win-win for everyone. So to set up givebacks, you would go to givebacks within your store admin and click subscribe to givebacks. And when you subscribe to givebacks, then the next step is to start adding offers to your store. So then you will see these different offers within your store. You would just click the offer that you want to add. And when you do, you're going to see all the different offers that this business is offering. You'll be able to see how much the customer would pay for that particular offer, as well as how much your PTA would get back in the give back area. So for this one particular one, the customer would pay $0 to get 40%. They'll get a coupon to get 40% off a 3-month subscription to learn any language at Babbel. And they don't pay anything with that one, it looks like. And you would get $5.96 if someone were to purchase this offer through your store. So basically they are getting a coupon emailed to them. They would not pay anything in your store. They would get the coupon emailed to them, and your PTA would get the gift back of $5.96 once they purchase that subscription through their site. So to add these offers, you would just check the boxes for the offers you want to add and click add selected offers. If you're curious about the details for any offer, you can click view details as well to be able to get more information about that specific offer. Once you have added offers to your store and you've subscribed, the next step is to launch, which means that you need to let your parents know about give back so they can start purchasing those discounted offers in your store. So to do that, you would go under store settings and click launch. And this is where you're going to see a window, this launch givebacks program screen on the right. That is an email template that you would send to your parents. You can edit this in the screen to exactly what you want it to say to your parents. You can also choose to launch without sending a notification to your parents, or you can launch and send this email. Also, I wanted to point out some notification settings with givebacks. A lot of people get confused about this. So if you turn on, these notification settings are within your store settings, within the store admin. And the new offer Thursday approvals means that every offer that you add to your store will be, actually, you won't add it. It will be automatically added to your store after 11 days with no action on your end. So as new offers are added to the site, if they've been in your site for 11 days and you have not added them yet, it will automatically add them. So if you don't want offers automatically added to your site, you would just turn that off. The next notification is on Tuesday notifications. So every Tuesday, if there are new offers, it's only if they're new offers, an email will be sent to all of your parents in your site about new offers in your store. If you don't have new offers in your store, they're not going to get a Tuesday email. If you don't want them to get this Tuesday email at all, you can turn this off. You can also leave it on, and parents can unsubscribe from it without unsubscribing from your PTA. So those are just some things to point out with that. The next thing with givebacks is to invite local businesses. So you would want to click on givebacks, invite local businesses, and then you can do a search for that business. And once you find it, you can click invite and then enter their information. I highly recommend contacting the business before you put their information in here. It can make the invitation process go a little bit smoother so that they're not blindsided when MemberHub contacts them And they are expecting to hear from MemberHub regarding givebacks if you contact them first. Also, having their contact information makes it a little bit easier for MemberHub to contact them without having to look it up. But if you don't have their contact information and you just want to invite them, then you can send them an invite as well, and we'll do our work to get them added. MemberHub Fundraisers is the next thing we're going to discuss. MemberHub Fundraisers is ability to be able to create professional online fundraising pages for your PTA. This is completely separate from your store. And so instead of a shopping cart experience for your parents, they're accessing a fundraising webpage that makes it a bit more personal. To get to fundraising, you would just click fundraising in your store and click go to fundraising. And these are the different fundraisers. We have a-thons, auctions, sweepstakes, raffles, events, and crowdfunding. And just recently, there was an update that will allow you to do multiple types of fundraisers within one platform. Now, these are the different types. So there's an a-thon. It's based around activity performed. You can have one participant or many, and you can do team fundraising, such as like group them into classes or grades and do competition and stuff like that. Donations can be one time, or they can be per unit of activity for like one lap around the track or something like that, or per book read. I've seen readathons like that. This is perfect for virtual fun runs or readathons. Crowdfunding is similar to a-thons. It allows you to make a one-time donation or recurring donations for the period of the fundraiser. You can add merchandise to the fundraiser or even set perks for higher donation levels. Like I said, it's very similar to an a-thon, but it's not based on any activity. So there's no type of per unit of activity pledges or anything like that. The next fundraiser is an event. For an event, you can allow people to easily register online for your virtual or in-person gathering. Registrations can be for a limited time or have a limited quantity, and you would check attendees in from your account. If you're doing an in-person, you have the ability to do that. You can also create discount codes where they wouldn't necessarily have to pay full price for the registration if they were early, or for special registrations. Volunteers don't have to pay, so use this code if you're volunteering or something like that. Auction is another type. People would bid on items, and the highest bidder would win. You can do an English traditional style auction or a proxy eBay style auction. Bidders are notified by email and text when they are outbid, and then the winning bidder's credit card is charged at the end of the auction. You can also add in the fair market value of the items, and the winner's email receipt can be used as a tax receipt. The next fundraiser is a raffle. This is where people would buy entries into a drawing for a chance to win a prize. Entries can be for a chance to win any of the prizes listed, or they can purchase entries specific to one prize listed. This is considered gambling by the IRS. So the more entries you purchase, the higher your chance of winning. The winner is drawn randomly by the system, or the admin can manually draw the winner as well. Tickets can be sold in person and added manually into the drawing. Now for sweepstakes, it's a little bit similar to a raffle, but it's a bit different as well. So people would purchase entries into the drawing, or they can enter for free. Official rules are required. They're automatically created when you set up your campaign, and then they're edited for eligibility specifics. The system will randomly draw the winners. There is not a way to draw the winners manually in a sweepstakes, and you cannot sell physical tickets to be entered into the sweepstakes drawing. Any physical tickets, those are free entries into the drawing. So the next part about fundraisers, everybody wants to know, how much does it cost to use MemberHub for fundraisers? So fundraisers are included with your MemberHub account, and we give you the flexibility when it comes to platform fees. So you can choose between a free platform fee or a percent pricing option, or a flat fee. The free option means that you pay MemberHub nothing for the platform fee, and you would only pay for the Stripe processing fees. And the way that MemberHub makes their money on this is that you basically are agreeing to ask the donors as they're on your site if they would like to leave a tip for MemberHub as a to help offset the cost. It helps your PTA by getting the free option, and it helps pay MemberHub for the platform. Now, if that's not a good choice, there is the flat fee option as well. So these are the differences. The free one, 0 platform fees. You use our free pricing model. Optional tips from supporters at checkout allows us to offer the platform free of charge. There's no subscriptions, no contracts, no upfront costs. Free pricing helps you keep nearly 100% of the funds you raise. I say nearly because with the free pricing option, your PTA will have to cover the Stripe processing fees, which is completely separate from the platform fees. MemberHub gets the platform fees, Stripe gets the processing fees. The processing fees are 2.2% plus 30 cents per transaction. So for the free option, you would have to cover that. You cannot pass that on to the parents or the purchasers in the free option. So if you don't want to do that, you can set up the percent pricing or the flat fee. This is a very good alternative if you don't want to ask people for tips, or if you have a sponsor covering the cost of the fundraiser. It's 7.5% and it's applied to each donation. In the fundraiser setup, you would determine who covers the cost of the fundraiser, who covers that 7.5%, and who covers the processing fees. So you can set it up however you want in that part. So now that concludes the online MemberHub store and fundraisers. So if you have any questions, we just want you to know we are always here for you. We're just an email away. You can email us at support@memberhub.com. We also have a MemberHub guide for PTAs at info.memberhub.com/PTA. And then also at support.memberhub.com, we have a library of support articles and tutorials that you can search by keyword to find any of our articles. And now we'll take any questions that you may have.